in a small village near the banks of the holy Ganga River in northern India, where temple bells rang every morning and evenings were filled with prayer songs, lived a boy named Arjun Sharma, who grew up watching pilgrims, priests, and monks walk barefoot on dusty roads with calm faces and peaceful eyes, wondering how they could look so content while most people around him were always worried about money, status, and survival. And even as a child, Arjun felt a strange emptiness inside him, as if something important was missing from his life. Even though his family loved him and worked hard to give him food, shelter, and education, Arjun was intelligent and ambitious, and his parents dreamed that he would become an engineer or doctor and lift the family out of poverty. So he studied day and night, scored well in exams, and eventually moved to Delhi for college, where he entered a fast world of competition, pressure, social media, parties, and comparison, slowly losing his connection with himself, measuring his worth by grades, internships, and approval from others. And even when he achieved success, he felt anxious, restless, and afraid of falling behind, waking up at night with racing thoughts and fear about the future. One evening, after failing an important entrance exam, Arjun sat alone on the steps of a small temple near his hostel, feeling broken and ashamed, when an elderly monk named Swami Devendra noticed him and sat beside him, asking softly, "Why are you crying for what you lost, instead of thanking life for what you learned?" And those words touched Arjun's heart deeply, starting a conversation that lasted hours, during which the monk spoke about karma, patience, self-discipline, and the illusion of constant chasing, explaining that peace is not found in achievements, but in understanding oneself. Over the next few weeks, Arjun began visiting the temple every morning, listening to Swami Devendra's teachings, learning simple practices like waking up before sunrise, chanting mantras, serving others, meditating in silence, and living with gratitude. And although it felt strange at first, he slowly noticed his mind becoming calmer, his anger reducing, and his focus improving. And for the first time in years, he felt connected to something greater than his fears. After graduating, Arjun shocked his family by choosing not to chase a corporate job and instead joining the ashram as a full-time disciple, shaving his head, wearing simple clothes, and accepting a life of service, discipline, and humility, facing criticism from relatives who called him foolish and irresponsible. But he remained firm, believing that true wealth was inner stability, not outer luxury. Life in the ashram was not easy, waking at 4 a.m., cleaning, cooking, teaching children, helping villagers, studying scriptures, and meditating for hours. But Arjun embraced every task as worship, learning that there is no small work when done with devotion. And over time, his patience, wisdom, and compassion grew, making him a guide for others who were lost and confused. Years later, now known as Swami Anand, Arjun traveled across India and abroad, teaching people how to balance modern life with spiritual awareness, reminding students, professionals, and entrepreneurs that success without peace is empty, that discipline creates freedom, and that serving others is the highest form of growth. And when asked if he ever regretted leaving his old life, he smiled and said, "I did not leave life. I learned how to live it." Standing one morning by the flowing Ganga, watching the sunrise paint the sky with gold, Swami Anand reflected on his journey from an anxious student to a peaceful monk, and understood that his struggles were his teachers, his failures were blessings, and his faith was his strength, proving that when you listen to your inner voice, walk with humility, and serve with love, life itself becomes a sacred path.